First part of this week's vlog opens on a SolidWorks tentacle lamp. This octopus lamp is going to be amazing, but hopefully my sleep will also be tonight. It may not happen. Well, it's Wednesday morning now, and I don't know if I told you this yesterday, or any time for that matter, but after the 1 o'clock, hang on, no, sorry. After class on Monday, I discovered that I needed to go pretty much back to square one on my bag design, because the mock-up was pretty bad and it didn't reflect at all what I was actually doing. So I had to go down to a couple of thrift shops yesterday. Went to Rag Finery specifically, along with like Wise Buys or something like that, and I strapped a whole bunch of all the leather coats I found onto my bike. I looked like a homeless person riding around, but I think it'll be worth it. I've got a bunch of materials, got a pretty good design in the works, and well, here it goes. Oh no. It's the O Sheep Petting Zoo, here from 10 to 4. This is almost too much right now. There's a legit wallaby too. That's amazing. Alright, Wednesday night. It's about 10 o'clock. I'm on my way to work, and I've been making progress on the bag. Today's mock-up with the logo on it went brilliantly. Arunas loved it. Everyone else seemed to think it was good. And it's just a matter of proceeding with the thing that goes underneath the logo. That's going to be the biggest challenge. Well, it's Thursday morning now, and I'm on my way to breakfast. There are a few things to do. I've still got to get some work done on a knife that I'm going to render in SolidWorks. And then I'm going to see about doing physics homework, and jumping into the bag. Today's going to be like a dedicated to the bag day, with the exception of CAD class and physics class, really. Got to try to do as much of that done. I get as much of that done as I can, because I'm working a concert tomorrow night and I'll be up late for that. I'm not sure I'll be able to add some bag work to an already growing list of things to do. It's a gorgeous day out today. A little chilly, but fine by me. Rough bag pattern going here. The studio's pretty busy, considering this is a Thursday night and the project isn't due until Monday, but I'm getting going on this. Maybe I can print it out full size from the Haggard Hall printers and transfer it to the lining from there. Cutting some lining. I'm getting to work on some pockets for the dice. Table construction in the wood lab going on right now. We've got the top on and glued in place and clamped, so we're going to see how well this is going to go. Sure, it's a bit shady now, but I'm shadier. This is a video, that's not what I wanted. Alright, let the Moto Pony concert shift begin. Ready to go on the barricade. Up next, Moto Pony. Alright, so I've got some snaps sewn onto pockets here. This pocket is going to be one of two dice pockets, which are going to go on the side of the inner lining here. Got some pen pockets in place on either side, right there, and more to come. Hopefully this will all come together pretty nicely once I sew these pockets in, and then the lids separately. All right. That seam, huh? Nice. Alright, Houston, the dice fit in the pocket. Repeat, the dice fit in the pocket. Alright, finished up in the studio for a little while. I'm going to take a break for dinner. I'm sewing some pockets into the lining, and that's working pretty well, as you hopefully saw. A little bit rougher than maybe I expected, but that's just part of the realistic outcome of sewing when you don't know much about it at this point. Remember that vlog ages ago when I said I couldn't remember this guy or this guy before? Well, there's also a chameleon up here that I totally missed. Wow, good job. It's been such a beautiful Saturday, and I'm glad I was able to enjoy at least some of it outside playing Frisbee. But now, it's onward to the studio once again, to continue work on my messenger bag. I've only really managed to sew some pockets into the lining at this point. I've got some outer pieces cut, but I'm not sure how well that's going to go either. Honestly, I feel a little bit stressed about things going on right now, but hopefully it'll all come together. Leather outer construction in progress. I've been sewing together disparate pieces and trying to put them together in line with the inner. So hopefully that'll turn out okay. I'm going to sandwich some foam in between the side panels probably, along with the back, to add some rigidity and make sure this thing stands up on its own. Okay, laptop pocket in process. It is 1:05 in the morning, and stuff's getting done. But it's going pretty slowly. We'll see how things go. I may take the other half of my caffeinated chocolate. Thanks to freaking daylight savings time, it's 4 a.m. And now I'm leaving this building. I'm still not done with my bag. I can't really do much on it until I get the Juki access tomorrow. Get to use its industrial sewing capabilities to punch through the thick fabric I've got to deal with here. I've still got to figure out, well, not figure out, I've still got to attach the strap for the bag and then put the outer and the inner together, most likely using Super 77 as an adhesive. And get that foam rigidity layered into the back and side panels. Basically just construct this thing. Oh, and did I mention there's a laptop/D&D manuals pouch that is misbehaving as well that needs to go in? So yeah, I'm going to see if I can get to work on there early as possible tomorrow. But if I know any better, it's probably going to be any time afternoon, because I will need to sleep, I will need to rest in order to make the work tomorrow much more effective. Oh, and I gotta grab bias tape too. Yeah. Try to get those edges nice and masked off. So it's going to be an interesting weekend. This could not have come at a much worse time, but overall, it's still going to be quite the project. Great way to finish off this term and really get a taste of what ID should be. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, and I used my caffeinated chocolate to stay awake tonight. I've got another bar, so I can take another shot tomorrow night and get through this. Switching to the Juki to go through some of the tougher material here on this central document/laptop pocket. I like this thing so much. I'm so glad that I finally figured out how to use it with some help from my peers here. It's going through pretty much anything, and smoothly too. Check it out, the lining is pretty much set up to match where it's supposed to go now. Now I'm going to see about getting some leather strips together to use as edging so that I can cover this awkward gap between them. Heading to late night now. The bag at least has a plan to it now. Things are lined up, and as I mentioned previously, leather pieces are going to be used to hide the joinery. I'll still need to install the strap properly, even though I've got it mocked up. It's going to be a little interesting to see if I can get it cut to length properly. Also, I'll need to secure the inner flaps, probably using snaps as a method. I can hand sew those on without too much trouble. But yeah, all this really is dependent on access to the Juki, and, well, how long I can stay awake. But I've got 3 pieces of caffeinated chocolate left, so I can do that. Shaping up, I'm checking out the prison bars, alright. This is the apocalypse. me right now. Well, here goes nothing. Gonna see if I can get these edges gone. Alright, bag's mostly complete, albeit not perfect. There are some missing stitch connections, but it's holding together, and it appears to fit what I expected it to fit. Dice, laptop, books, yeah, so at least it looks like a bag. That's something I was hoping for. Well, there she is, much as I could get done tonight. So I may come back tomorrow morning and do some work, but considering it is like 4:30 a.m., I think it's about time to call it. Alright, this is the board in the studio. It is about 5:15 a.m. I don't know why I'm still here. My bag is pretty much done. It's drying on a light table over there. I got some E6000 on it, and the crew's still here, still listening to electronic music. And yeah, I'll see about packing up pretty soon, heading out, getting my 3 hours of sleep and going to physics. It's 5:30 in the morning. Guess who's still awake and has some degree of energy? This guy! Flippy air. You know you run there late when the custodial people come in and start emptying the trash cans. Well, I suppose since I've been awake most of Monday, it's about time to start talking about it. I got 3 hours of sleep last night finishing up my messenger bag, and now I'm pretty much ready to present it. Class is in 45 minutes, and we're going to do this. I've got some D&D manuals, I've got dice to display in it, I've got pens, I've got a calculator, all this stuff's going to be helpful. The bag didn't turn out quite as well as I was hoping, but about as well as I expected. Okay, well, it's coming up on Monday evening. This is Monday evening, in fact, about 7:30. Frickin' daylight savings time. Anyway, I'm on my way back to the CAD lab to do some SolidWorks / keyshot renderings of my kitchen knife assignment, and I guess from there I'll probably start transitioning into nighttime activities and winding down. It would be nice to get a full night's sleep tonight. There's quite a bit left to do, just in general, but it doesn't feel like a lot in terms of the number of things, because I've got this photo portfolio thing that's due on Wednesday at noon, this CAD thing which is due tomorrow, and after that there's just an open CAD rendering, and then the physics final, and really that'll be it. So fortunately I can use that to wrap up my winter quarter, and certainly it doesn't seem like a whole ton of disparate things to do, but each will require a significant amount of effort. So, looking forward to resting up and being prepared for that. Hey, I'm gonna finish up this vlog now and jump into Tuesday of Dead Week. So, stay tuned for the cliffhanger. Okay, thanks, bye.